Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Gals on the Go podcast. It's Brooke.
And Danielle. Hope you're all having a fabulous day. Maybe you're on your walk, on your drive, cleaning your room, whatever it may be. We hope you're having a good one.
And it's Wednesday, and we're getting through the week. We're actually recording this like so close to when this actually goes up. So we are in real time, baby, giving you the real updates.
We love a real update. This whole episode is just going to be us talking about life. Because
we've been booked and busy, I will say.
You and more so. I mean, Brooke is the epitome of Gals on the Go. My family, I was telling them about like my upcoming trips like in the next couple months. Yeah. And they were getting overwhelmed for me. I was like, guys, we have to stick with the Gals on the Go brand.
I know.
We must be Gals on the Go. Like Ryan is like, you literally have so many trips. I'm like, not really. Like, gotta stick up to the Gals on the Go.
I have to get your schedule because like I feel like I know like kind of when you have stuff.
We need to interlock our schedule.
We need to make sure that because we really just planned through February. If you didn't know, we just wrapped up leg one, I guess, of the tour. I kind of said we finished the tour, but it's not the whole tour. It's like leg one.
Yeah. Leg one now. Finished. Thank you, leg one.
Thank you.
No, yeah, I would say so because we definitely are going to add more shows. Everyone's asking us questions. We are not done. The gals are not done. However, after a while, like it's a very similar show. We switch things up for each show, but like it is similar at the end of the day. And like we already have new ideas. We kind of want to write a new show already, and keeping some of the old,
keeping the segments, but like making the bits new,
up to current times.
Yeah, but a little bit of a rework. But we probably won't have shows for a few months. Like just so you know, like it's not. We've literally nothing. There's nothing booked as of right now. We're having calls and trying to prep all that, but
exactly, yeah, because the last few shows we've done were kind of pulled together pretty quickly, and we're like, let's do something different where we plan ahead really well, so there's like hopefully 0 to none problems. There's always going to be a little problem, of course, but like really looking into the venues, really looking into the tickets, the ticket prices, the merch we're gonna have there versus what online, like just everything. We want to have it super thought out. I will also say, I don't know if we like about December.
Oh yeah,
I think we could say this. Like we really want to do another Gals on the Go show in New York.
Yes, we do. We have literally no connection, nothing like even remotely booked or planned with this, but that was just so much fun, and
like a New York December moment every year, I think is a vibe.
I think so too,
because so many people come to New York during December anyways, so definitely look forward to that. That's something we want to work on in some other cities that a lot of you guys have commented, so if you are seeing your city commented a lot, it's probably happening.
It's probably in the works. And we're gonna slow down. We didn't really realize that we don't have to do all the shows back to back, like there's no need for that. So we're like, okay, wait, why don't we like space these out a little more, so that we could really give it our all. Because I think that we are very all in type of people, and it was amazing and so much fun. But like I feel we were Gals on the Go for like 2 weeks, and now it's like, okay, back to we gotta get our footing.
Fun. We wanted to see how we'd like it, but we have learned for ourselves, since we're very all in with it, that it might benefit us more to just do like one show a month or like every other month, like, oh hey, blah blah blah, we're coming. Yeah, exactly. So but oh my gosh, they have been so much fun, and we are going to recap them all. Recap our trips. We've done little trips in between all of our shows. And we just have lots to chat with. Like I haven't seen you since we left the theater in Tampa on Thursday.
I know. Someone was like, people were like, how's Danielle? I'm like, I kind of know. We texted like a little bit, but it was very much so like, we were like, we'll catch up on the pod. Yeah. Always. So we're great. But before we start, guys, I have a gift to present to Danielle. If you listened to last week's episode, we did our ins and outs, and I said a big in is Jellycats.
Which I don't understand. I'm starting to understand more because Brooke's sending me TikToks about them.
Yeah, I'm trying to get them on your radar.
I know.
Are you liking them or no?
I think they're cute.
No, are you physically?
Oh, am I liking them? I'm liking the ones you send me.
Okay.
I'm not. It's not on my For You page.
I know, because if you like them, I think it will send you more. So maybe I'm like, up the
see more of this.
I've caught myself. I just saw one. It was like, interact 3 times X3 and your dad will have the best day of his life.
I saw this. It was about my mom. It was like, your mom will have the best day she's had in a while. I'm like, shit, I need to interact.
I did it. I literally never do stuff like that.
Me neither. Oh my God. I was like, send to somebody. No, I was TikTok, stop doing this to me. It's like those chain emails back in the day.
If you don't send this to 10 people, then you will fail your test tomorrow.
That's like, how these TikToks are making me feel. And I feel the pressure.
I do too.
You're like, fuck.
No, I know. And then I'm like feeding into this, and then I'm probably going to get more of them. That's like when like the tarot card readings were all over my page. Because I would be like, I liked one that was like, he is coming back. And I was like, yes, he is. Like, this is so old.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh my gosh. Well, so you got me.
So you're like, so give it to me.
So what's the tea?
So you can order them online, or some stores have them. When I was up in Lake Placid, it was literally a toy store that had them. I know.
That's so fun.
I was like posting this all over my story.
Did you just walk in and see them, or did you know?
No, I walked in and I was like shopping for other stuff, and then I saw them in the back. I was like, no way. They're pretty hard to find right now. So it's a UK company, and they have all sorts of stuffed animals, but then there's this one specific like line of them. They're called amusables.
Okay.
And those are the those I'm just talking
back
so
from
weird.
the style.
Those are the ones that have like the little smile on them.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
The legs. You can cross them.
Okay, so just don't show my address on camera, I guess. But
yeah,
here, Danielle is I presented with a gift. So how did this come about? Like someone was like, you need to get Danielle one, like so that she gets
It might have been with our video editor Jordan. Maybe. And you were like, I was joking because I just don't understand Jellycat. And then Brooke was like, well, I'm going to get you one that I think, like, so you picked one out for me that you think makes sense for me.
Yes. Now, there was one that I really wanted to get you that I'll tell you afterwards, but it's sold out. And they're like reselling for like more money now. It's like one of those type of things. Yeah, they like restock them periodically, but I still do think you will like this one. And they're very cute and small. You feel the package. It's not big. If you're watching on video, youtube.com/
It has a dust bag?
Yeah, it does. It does. So this is,
oh my gosh.
You guys should watch this on YouTube.
You guys need to go watch on YouTube.
youtube.com/gals in the Go
I'm
podcast.
so excited to see which one you picked out.
I hope it's like the right one. Oh, there you go.
Oh my God.
I thought you would like it.
Coffee Jellycat. Oh my God, this
cute,
makes so much sense.
right?
And these look like the to-go cups that I
That's
use
why
for my
I got
coffee. Wait, I can't wait to cross its legs like you did with your brie.
Yes, it's
oh my
cute.
God, it's
actually,
so
right?
Cute, Brooke. Thank you.
Of
That's
course,
so
buddy.
nice. This is very on brand.
It is. The one
a coffee cup.
I really wanted to get for you is the microphone, but it's sold out.
Oh,
that would be so great.
We should eventually get them and then bring them like to every show we do. Just one, and like it could be in each dressing room, sitting on the counter.
Yes,
like Elf on the Shelf, Gals
yes.
in the Tours edition. That'll be a cute TikTok. Brooke, this is so
my
cute.
God.
Should so where should I put this? Or do you move yours around? Like what?
It's not big. It's probably like the size of your hand if you guys are listening
so
right now.
cute.
It's a coffee cup with a little smile and little legs.
You
could put it
on top
anywhere.
of my coffee machine.
You could put it anywhere. That's the thing. They're not too big. They're cute
so
and little.
cute.
Yeah.
I'm dead that there's a dust bag.
I know.
Like,
I threw mine
what's
out. I didn't know what
sending
to
me.
do with them. But I guess
Brooke,
if you're a traveler.
thank you.
Oh my
That's
God, of
really
course.
nice of you.
I'm glad that you like it.
I officially have a Jellycat, and I'm going to look at him or her throughout this whole episode.
It says like on the back, it will say like there's a little tag and it's like, my name is I am amusable coffee to go.
Oh. Coffee to go, please.
Like
He's
mine
so
said
cute.
I got one that was like I am amusable brie. Like
oh, and you literally put out the scissors and I didn't even use them.
Someone, this was amazing. You guys do not need to bring us gifts,
No.
although we do love them. I mean, no
Shout
doubt.
out Riley and Phillip.
They brought us gorgeous Cutco products because Philip, I guess, works for Cutco, and they are embossed with our GOTG, like the G Heart OTG. Scissors and a knife.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
and like white, like they're so nice. And Brooke and I both recently joined the Cutco fam, and they like saw that, and so they brought us each our own scissor and knife. And so I should have used that to open the package instead of like ripping it.
Oh, it was an easy open.
But shout out them because it seriously made our entire life, and it was very thoughtful and useful. Like
an amazing gift.
apparently the scissor cuts through a penny.
Oh, it's that powerful.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Wow.
But
okay.
I haven't tried.
All
yet.
right. We'll have to test out that theory.
Yeah, well, that was really exciting.
I know,
I'll post
you
a
got a
picture on my
gift.
Instagram story so you guys can see. But you should just go watch on YouTube.
You should.
YouTube.com/Gals in the Go podcast, I think, maybe. You'll find us there.
Starting the day off with a gift.
Yes, I love it. I don't have anything for you. I'm empty.
No, you did. Nothing is needed. I don't need more stuff. I'm all set.
Where is Mr. Bree right now?
Oh, I have them in my bedroom.
Oh, bedroom.
Yes.
Oh, you have multiple?
Well, I got the peanut.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brooke
I
literally got
purchased
a peanut this
one
weekend.
because I'm
She's
allergic to peanuts. So it's like the irony of it.
it is
yeah.
cute.
They're small, which I like. Did you expect them to be bigger?
I thought they were gonna be freaking ginormous.
Yeah.
Remember I was joking about them all just being on your bed, but I don't even. These
It
are
wouldn't
not like
even
a
fit
bed
on your bed.
pillow. No, well, it would fit, but it wouldn't.
Oh
fit.
yeah. Does this one have so like it has like beads in the bottom, so like it will stay upright.
Oh,
You know, yeah. It's cute.
I think it might have to go on my coffee machine.
He's friendly.
on my frother.
Oh.
That'll be so
Amusable
cute.
coffee.
Thank you. He looks so happy. So the specific ones are amusables. Smiling.
Yeah, that's like the
Aw.
smile line of them.
He's so
yeah. They take a
cute.
minute shipping wise and stuff. Like I'm glad it came in time.
I was
for
gonna
the
say
show.
it came so fast. I feel like you bought it last week.
Yeah, that was my brie took a little bit longer.
Oh.
It was a little back ordered.
Well, they're getting on it now because they're getting the orders.
I'm
in.
sure. All right,
Wow.
enough about stuffed animals
Yep.
because we are adults who I know.
Enough about
I know.
Jellycat.
No, this was too much, but
Too kind. Should we do our favorite and rec of the week?
Yeah, we shall.
Oh my god. So what are you loving? What's your favorite this week?
Let me check my phone. My favorite. Well, we've been getting our makeup done. It's been slaying. So
Fun.
So then when you do it yourself, you're like, I am ugly. Like
I refuse to do my makeup anymore. I'm like, this sucks. Not actually, but
because they just have a magic touch. These makeup artists.
They really do.
We tag them all on our Instagram if you need one in Orlando or Florida or whatever. It's such a treat. I'm not one of these people that's like, I think you'd either. Like, we don't really do it a lot.
No.
It's more for like special occasions.
If we know we're taking a lot of photos. If like maybe I'm going to get a photo, I'm not going to do the makeup. Like, it's crazy to me.
I agree. Especially because like we can do it. We can.
Yeah,
but it just doesn't. Then you do it yourself and you're like, whoa, something's off.
I definitely learned some like tricks. Like I know you're really into the white eyeliner, but she used white eyeliner on you, and then on Dorka on me used nude eyeliner in my waterline, and it just really, I loved it.
Totally.
Like I feel like it's so fun because you learn a lot of different things. Like working with different makeup artists in each city, we learned like their tricks.
Exactly.
Which is really fun, and it's cool if you make it an educational.
No, I agree. It's like a lesson. I'm like asking questions of like, what product is that?
Yeah.
I asked them all what foundation they used. A lot of Dior.
I didn't
some NARS. Yeah, I kind of like to notice, even though they conceal a lot and like beat your whole face.
Right.
But I'm like, I'll collect all the tips I can get. I really like their lash tips too, like on like where to put them for optimum.
I'm
like
so bad at putting on.
Me
lashes.
too.
Do you ever do it?
No, but I was
curious,
collecting the data for my.
Yeah.
I like own wispies and I'm like waiting to use them, like the little ones, the individual lashes, because those are easier to put on.
Yes, for sure. I mean, well, apparently.
Oh yeah, well, because the way that they do it, even Kat, like she just boop. Pops them on.
No, I know. And I'm like talking at the same time. And I'm like, do you need me to stay completely still?
Like a robot, like frozen.
I know. It's very impressive. Have you been seeing these ads for Il Maquillage foundation?
No.
Now you're going to.
Oh, okay.
Il Maquillage. It's like this Instagram foundation everywhere. And I'm like, do I need to try it? Like it looks so flawless. Anyways,
I feel like a lot of those, like, they run it, they send it to like every big makeup influencer.
It's really getting
to
me.
It's like Mascara Gate kind of like.
But it's like not even influencers. It's like just like.
Oh, just people.
Yeah. Or they've had like celebrities put it on and just like as they're applying it, you see their face getting so velvety and beautiful.
Really?
Yeah. Anyways. Your favorite?
Well, my favorite's the Rare Beauty Under Eye Brightener. From a very young age, I always wore concealer. This was like my thing, like under my eyes. That was like the first makeup product that I ever. What was your first makeup product that you ever like wore? Do you remember?
It was probably concealer of some sort because I wanted to cover a pimple or something.
Yeah. It's interesting
what
people start with.
Or lips. Probably lips.
I guess like a chapstick or something. But like some people jump right into like mascara, eyeliner. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's a fun. I'll think more.
Yeah. Mine was concealer under my eyes. And this is a product that it's designed to brighten up your under eyes under concealer. I use it under concealer, so it definitely adds a step, but I will say that I do notice like a big difference, and I like to use it in other areas, like let's just say if I have like a darker spot, like a pimple residue type of thing, like that I'm like trying to brighten to get to like my normal tone. I love it. It's
that's a good
really
idea.
Good texture. It has like a metal tip, which
it's so cooling.
Yeah. Oh, you use it too?
Yeah. I use it under my. I don't have any makeup on right now, but I use it under my eyes, and I know what you mean. The metal tip one feels good. Sometimes, like if you're trying to do a no makeup look, like it does have some tint to it. So you don't necessarily need under eye concealer, but I want it all. I want super bright.
I get it too. I've done just that actually.
Yeah, it's like, a good like no makeup look.
Yeah, but otherwise I'll go in with like Tarte or something on top.
It's so good. I think that's a great favorite.
Yeah,
highlight.
Rare Beauty. I mean, they have amazing products. I'm not on the PR list, but I will be waiting. I'm waiting for those earrings.
I know. I should have worn those to the live show. I'm so mad. I'll wait till you get yours, and then we have DC and BM.
Oh, that would be really cool.
That would be
or
really
GOTG.
That would be so.
I don't know. We could do something. We'll brainstorm.
Think about it a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, I love that for you. I always love hearing about new products. My favorite. It goes perfectly with this Jellycat moment. My favorite is my new Keurig. We got to work with Keurig for Gals on the Go, which was so exciting because we both love coffee. I literally use a Keurig, whatever. And so they sent me like their latest and greatest. Brooke allowed me to get it. It was like deciding, which was really, really nice because we both loved it so much. It's the Keurig K Cafe Smart. It's so smart. Like it literally
it's
is
a
smart.
genius.
It's genius. It's, a Keurig. But there's so many different options you can do on it. Like you can do a shot. You can do cold coffee, like an iced coffee situation. So it's like when you try to make iced coffee and then you put the ice in and then it melts the ice. This kind of brews it so it's not freezing cold, but it's not as hot. So you can put it over ice. It comes with a milk frother, which I've been really enjoying because I love making cafe con leche. And it's so nice. Oh, the reason I say it's smart, there's all these different things. You can like choose exactly what temperature, whatever. But also when you put in the K-cup, it knows which one it is. It will literally say like Starbucks Pike Place. Not that it matters at all, but I like to see that.
It's very cool that it identifies it and stuff. I was blown away by it because I always knew.
We were both like, whoa.
Yeah, I always knew Keurig to be like the simple, like, you know,
exactly.
crank her down and like it's going to brew you a good cup. And they have that model. But like this one is like if you want like
bells
an
and
elevated
whistles.
Experience. Yeah. The milk frother is so cool. It's great.
It's just really took Keurig to the next level. I think it puts Keurig extra on the market in the best way. And I love mine so much. I gave my old Keurig to Ryan, which he's excited about now because he's like a pot of coffee guy. Yeah. In his apartment. It looks really funny. But he was like, it's nice if I just like want one cup later in the day. I'm like, yeah, enjoy. So we all benefited from this Keurig.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we did a little deal with them on
did like
Instagram.
A skit.
Yeah, we did a skit, our theater girlies.
We had fun with it.
It was so fun. I was a fan of that too. And you made me a delicious drink last week.
Be mine mocha.
Yeah, I'll have to, well, next time we record yours,
we'll make another.
Yeah, please get me another drink.
Yeah.
Okay. And what do you have for your rec?
Oh, well, you want me to go?
I'll go.
Back to
I'll go.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Okay, well, for me, what am I recommending?
Yeah.
I have not been watching like TV. I don't really, I'm reading books, but I can't say I recommend them yet. So I was a little torn on this.
Yeah, it's
I was
hard.
struggling.
You have to get down deep in there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have music and
I am in.
Yes, and it's a new album and I don't know if it's going to be your jam, but I think it might be. Okay, so bear with me because you're going to be like, well, I'm not into that. The new Skrillex album.
Oh my gosh, I used to love Skrillex.
Yes, very hardcore,
yeah.
but he changed, completely changed. I've changed. He has eras himself. And so this one that I like, it's called Quest for Fire. It's still dancey and fun. Like some of you might be like, this is a little too hard, but it's not. If you picture Skrillex from like 2014, that was like
you are a cinema.
like hardcore,
yeah,
like whoop, whoop, whoop.
Dubstep.
Yeah, no, this is like it's way more fun and bouncy, and there's I think you'll like it a lot. It's
I love
good,
that.
like, well, I know you'll work out to gentle music, but if you work out to aggressive music, like this is good. Or if you want like hype up, I think. But there's so he put out 2 albums. Quest for Fire, I like more. He literally did one and then like did another the next day. He hasn't put out new music since 2014.
I was gonna say, like, has he been on rest?
Yeah, I guess this is so like Taylor Swift of everybody just like dropping all of the music they have like back to back.
So funny. He's been in the lab working.
Yeah, I am so upset because I was away this weekend and I missed. He played with Fred again, who I told you that I've been really liking.
I saw Fred again was at MSG.
And it was like a last minute announce thing.
Oh,
so like I was just so upset. I happened to be away this weekend, of course.
Yeah, I feel like you would have been there. I saw some of my friends there.
Been there on the floor. Yeah.
Damn.
Yep. That's like a concert that, you know, because you know how I am about concerts. Like I feel like you'll suggest things and I'm like, whatever. That's one that I'm like, I would be really excited about.
Oh yeah, I texted in the group chat. I knew you're not even gonna respond, but I was like, anyone want to go to John Mayer? I fully didn't. I don't think you really listen to John Mayer.
Sometimes, but I'm not enough that I would like die to see his concert.
No, like, you have to like, because it's like him just it's stripped down. It's like the solo tour. So no, not for you.
I need excitement. I need fireworks. I need lights. I
know this is so different.
I do like his music though, but not enough. Like there's a difference for me of like liking someone's music and like wanting to see them in concert.
Oh no, same. Like I don't want to go and not know the music. Like I need to know the words.
Yes,
I'm the same way for the most part. So Delaney's coming with me. We're good. But
great.
I was like, I'm just gonna I just put it out to all my friends. I was like, who would want to go? Because with concerts, it's really hard because they're not cheap tickets. And you want to go with someone that also like maybe feels the same way that you do.
Because if you're just dragging someone along, like, it's kind of like, oh, like that was great, right? And they're like, yeah, I guess, like, no, it's not the vibe.
You don't want to feel like bad if you stand up and they're sitting down. You know, you want to like fully be engaged. So I didn't know like I don't know like who likes John Mayer, but everyone gets mad at me because it's like you can't like John Mayer and Taylor Swift. I think you can like both.
I know many people that like both.
Yeah,
is that a theory?
Yeah, well, because he like after over whatever. Again, separate music from the person.
The talent from the art.
Yes.
The
music from the artist.
Yeah.
Like, I love his music and, like, yeah. So.
Okay. I love that for you.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't mean to make that all about me.
No, as you should. I mean, it's a conversation about concerts. Like, I feel like festivals is different because it's like, oh, like I saw their set, whatever. But, like, to opt to go to someone's concert and spend that kind of money, like, and time and whatever. Like that's a commitment.
No, that is a commitment. But I did feel for you when I saw the Fred again thing.
Yeah,
I didn't realize it was
happened
last
to
minute.
be away. Oh yeah, and it was like they were like bopping all around New York, like playing out of like buses.
I heard he was in
and
Times
stuff.
Square. Yeah,
that would have brought me to Times Square.
Yeah, that would have single-handedly brought you there.
It was upsetting to say the least.
But Skrillex opened up, or like,
it was like
there
them again, and like this other person, Fortet too. It was 3 artists, and like they literally played, I think, from like 8 to midnight, like just back to back.
That's so fun. I feel like I've never heard of EDM being at MSG.
No, that's why it's like Swedish House Mafia went there like over the summer, but it's very rare.
Yeah. Oh my God, how fun. You'll see Fred again. Is he going, are they going to Coachella? I don't know if Fred again. Is it as a guy? Oh yeah, it's a guy.
I don't know.
I feel like
he did Coachella last year. I don't think he's doing it this year.
Yeah.
But I'm going to a music festival this summer, and Skrillex is going to be there, so maybe he'll bring out Fred again. Like it's like a thing.
That would be cool. So it's a thing. It's a theory.
Because they're like buddies, you know.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Love that. Thanks for sharing.
What's your
my rec is, I'm sure I used to be subscribed to them, and then like I unsubscribed for a little bit, and now I resubscribed. The Skim. Do you remember the Skim email subscription? I used to love having it in school because like in the morning when I was first getting to class, I'd like drink my coffee and read the news. It was like my little thing. I'm not a big news watcher. I get a lot of my news from social media, which is not the best. And I want to be more in the know. So I resubscribed to the Skim. It's an email subscription. I wrote down what they wrote because I wanted to be clear. And it's an email of news stories intended to be simple and easy to read. I definitely could have just said that myself.
No, though, that is exactly what they have.
So nice.
Other stuff too. I feel like they have like subgenres.
Yeah,
like,
they have all
things,
kinds of things. Yeah, so I signed up for just the Skim every morning. I think it's like 4 or 5 stories every morning of what's going on in the news, and they do really break it down for you super simple. That's with great. Links, fun photos, little jokes here and there, maybe a pop culture thing. And I don't know, I was missing, like when I was home, I was like, oh, I kind of want to like look at the news or like just look at something while I drink my coffee, and I was just needing that instead of just going on social media all the time. So it's nice like when you wake up in the morning and you have your Skim email. So
that's
it's free.
Great. I know I haven't been doing too much. Like I go through cycles with the news too, where I'm like really plugged in, like really engaged, and like I want to be more consistent with that. That's definitely something that I
think you have to protect your peace though, because there's definitely sometimes I'm like, this is actually making me more anxious than at peace, so I'm gonna not. But I've also found, like, I don't know if you ever find this with Ben, but like Ryan is really into the news and everything, so sometimes it's fun to talk about. And like, you know, I like feeling smart and bringing something up, and like, oh, did you see this got passed today? And he'll be like, wow, you knew that. You know, it's just it's a fun conversation topic with different people. Yeah, because you and I could talk about literally anything.
Oh yeah, no,
but
I
with
definitely
other people
like to feel in the know. It's like just I feel ignorant when like people are like, oh, what's happening in our country, and I'm like, ooh, I'm not up to date. Like that's crazy.
I know, me too. So
very like, I don't want to live in like a bubble. That's not so that's a good idea to like get a little hint of news. But social media news, I'm on like, I get it from like Instagram and Twitter sometimes. I'm like, this is not the best source of my news, probably.
I know. I'm like, I follow like Jerry News and stuff like that, you know, when they give you like the headlines.
You need to follow like New York Times.
Yeah, I need to follow, like, I don't know how I got on this feed, but that's where I am.
Oh, so cool. Jerry News.
Yeah, I don't even know how I followed them, but they're just there.
Some people get their news from like Snapchat, so.
Yeah, no, me too. Like sometimes if you're like looking at people's story and you're like, ooh, like Jaden and Nessa, or like when it's like TikTok news. It's so dumb, and I was just feeling dumb, so I subscribed to the Skim.
Wow.
But if you are in school, it's a really nice thing when you're like setting up class and you're like waiting for the teacher to come in to read the Skim on your computer. Is a vibe.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love that for you.
So thank you. So those are our favorites and our recs and all of our things. Hopefully you guys got some inspo from that. I think this is gonna be a good episode. I'm just feeling like it's chatty, it's good.
I feel really good about this too. Yeah, we're just riffing off each other.
Yeah, we've got some fun ideas for the next few episodes, but we just really wanted to chat today.
Yeah, we both are coming off of these high tour life, you know.
Tour life. No, I feel like my cortisol levels were so high all last week. Like I'd wake up every morning like just stressed in the good way. And this week I'm kind of coming down from it, and I'm like, whoa, like your body's finally catching up with everything that you know, like going on stage and like,
it really is like a lot of emotions all in one. But I feel like it's like healthy emotions, because like once we get up there, it's but I felt a lot of stress this weekend too, which we'll get into. I feel like I'm like getting a good night's rest and stuff.
Gosh, yeah, I know. I'm like really using I've been using the Highline Wellness CBD and melatonin gummies. That's the closest I've gotten to weed. Sometimes I'm like, oh my god, CBD, which obviously CBD is completely fine for you, weed's fine for you, but all these things, and I'm like freaking out.
I get it.
But I love them. They really do help. They relax.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like I've tried those at some point. I go through phases with CBD too. I go through phases with everything. Honestly, with weed even, I'll go through phases. Like sometimes I smoke before.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if it's bad to say. I'm
No.
saying it. I go through phases with it.
No, it's not bad at all. I feel like you have to like be down for it. And like, I don't know why sometimes I'm like, oh, maybe I'll do the CBD oil today. And other days I'm like, I'm psyching myself out, which you should definitely not with CBD as long as it's like approved and verified and all things.
Yeah. Well, weed is legal here now. There's dispensaries, like legal
everywhere.
Dispensaries that like the governor opened. Yeah.
No, it's so crazy. Like, you know, before I go into the Comedy Cellar, I'll like see people outside like smoking a joint before they head in. I'm like, wow, that's so crazy.
Yeah, it's just a thing. I mean, it's been like, I guess like they're not cracking down for a minute, but now it's like fully like get your weed here. Like
it's so crazy. Like so many places that I feel like used to like sell candy are all of a sudden selling weed. Like
I don't know. I think those are still like technically under the table. Oh. No, but they do.
Yeah,
like every corner store sells it. If you live in New York, you know. Like,
yeah,
that's
like
the thing. Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Or the other thing that everybody's doing, which we don't have to talk about our opinion on, is mushrooms. Every corner store sell, like, not that I'm promoting this either, but like that
you're hearing rumblings.
Yeah, I don't know. New York is a crazy place, man.
I've heard a lot about mushrooms recently.
Yes.
Like how they make you really happy. I haven't tried, but
I've seen people microdosing those. Like they put like I've seen like the tinctures that you put like in your drinks, I guess.
Oh.
I don't know. There's a lot of theories.
Like coffee or like out in your alcohol?
No, in your coffee, like in your tea in the morning, like whatever. Yeah. A lot of things.
If someone told me for sure, I know I was going to feel okay. But if I like get any sort of anxiousness.
I know you have drug like anxiety.
But I feel like mushrooms, I haven't heard that from anybody.
Yeah, I think you'd be fine.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see. Updates to come.
Anyways.
Drugs.
That's the conversations we have now that we're 24 and 25. Yeah.
What's going on there?
Well, I just like don't really drink a lot anymore, so I'm like, what's the harm gonna be if I like take an edible before I like go harm. Like play a video game versus I think like that's having 3 drinks. I don't like it. To me, I'm like this. They're interchangeable.
To me, it's wholesome. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. You're just nice and smiley. You're playing a game. I think it's great. Yeah. Every time I'm around people, other than myself, when I was on an edible, I was not pleasing to be around. But other people, when they take edibles, I'm like, wow, love this for you.
I think that you would have a better experience now because I've had bad experiences in the past. I think that I don't know if it's like the quality of the products has gotten better or whatever. Like I just think I think it would be a better. Not that I'm saying you should. But
no, I know
because I've had those experiences in college. I definitely had like bad experiences with that sort of stuff, and I was like freaked out. And not that I'm encouraging. I'm just
we're just having an open discussion.
Yeah, an open discussion, dialogue, baby.
Yeah, no, you're not a peer pressure.
No,
nor are you a big drug taker? But you know what I mean.
Oh my god, I went away this weekend. I like literally had like collectively like 3 drinks. I'm just like not. I'm in my sober era. Like I really am.
Sober curious era.
Yeah, I just am like I can have the same amount of fun like if I'm drinking versus if I'm not. I don't know.
Oh, I'm the same way. Sometimes it just like is more fun to not drink because I'm like, ooh, I feel so myself. I feel so in control.
So true.
Like I don't know. I feel like both you and I can let loose without. Maybe it's because of like what we do and we just put it all on the internet anyways. But we say what we want anyways.
You're right.
So maybe I wouldn't beat around the bush as much when I'm drinking, but I feel like I feel the same. But some people don't agree. So.
Yeah, I get it. So after finishing our first tour, we realized how important having an awesome website that has like all of our information on it really is. So that's why galsonthegopodcast.com, if you didn't know, that's our like official website. It's so important to us. We updated it with all of our tour dates and we have like our merch on there. It's really a hub for all things Gals on the Go. So we are like obsessed with it. And we used Squarespace to build it. Squarespace is the all-in-one platform for building your brand and growing your business online. Stand out with a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything. Your products, content you create, and even your time. So like I said, this is so great because of all of the amazing features, and you don't need a background in like coding or anything crazy to really excel with Squarespace. We connected our social media accounts so we can display posts from our social profiles on our website. They have amazing analytics to help grow our business. They also have email campaigns too, so we can collect email subscribers and convert them into loyal customers. Like I said, it's just so navigable and so easy on the back end to kind of do everything. I am a beginner when it comes to website stuff, so the fact that we can do this is truly amazing, and it looks so beautiful. I encourage you guys to all check it out. So if you want to deal with Squarespace, maybe you're starting a business or want to grow your business, this is the time to do it. Go to squarespace.com/gals for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use offer code GALS to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. So once again, go to squarespace.com/gals for a free trial, and then use that offer code GALS to save 10% off your first purchase. Love this, and I know you guys will love Squarespace too.
I realized, because we were talking about being hungover, I've had like little hangovers, but I haven't had like a throw up moment in 2023 yet.
Wow.
I know that's big for me. I know like everyone has different eras, but I'm like,
but you throw up like when you're hungover, like clockwork. Like it's like a thing for you, right? But I guess you haven't gotten like to that level, right?
Yeah. Well, I think I've gotten semi to that level, but I think it's the what you're drinking. So I've been really trying to stick to like vodka, soda, lime, which it doesn't taste the best.
No.
But I think like for me, like I'll get my drunkest if I'm drinking like something with orange juice because it masks the taste.
It does.
That's what gets you. The orange juice screwdrivers mixed with Fireball, like literally goodbye, Danielle. So just being more mindful about what I'm drinking.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I feel like you haven't really been hungover either this year.
No, I really haven't drank a lot. Like I don't know if it's like boring or whatever. And I did genuinely used to be one of those people who was like, oh my God, sober people are so fucking boring. Like whatever. And I not sober by like, I'm not talking about sober by like, you know, addiction.
Yeah.
I'm talking about sober
people
by
that are like, I'm not going to have a drink.
Yes. Like in college and stuff, I was like, oh my God, that girl doesn't want to drink. What a lame-o, you know? And now I'm over here. I'm like,
I'm that girl.
Oh, you have to drink to have a good time with your friends. Like that's kind of weird, you know? So like my opinion kind of flipped, but I just want to be somewhere in the middle. Yeah.
No, I know. Again, just like drinking when you want to drink, I think is the best. Like, before the shows, like you didn't really drink, but then like the last show you're like, actually I kind of want like a little drink. So, you know, sometimes it just helps like a little bit. Like I definitely like before a few of the shows I had like, I literally would have like 3 or 4 sips, but for some reason it did something for me, but I wanted it.
Yeah.
And that's what mattered. She needed me.
Yeah.
So should we talk about some of like the show stuff and then go into our like little trippies?
So we talked about Atlanta on the last episode. So we'll talk about Orlando and Tampa, which you guys came out and showed up and showed out. That's what I'll say.
Truly. It was so much fun having you guys there because I feel like since Brooke and I met in Florida, we've been to events in Florida. There were so many of you guys, honestly, that we had either met before or have been watching us for like a really long time. Same for like when we met people here in New York. I feel it was like a hometown show. Obviously, like for me, it was a hometown show, but also I feel like for you in a way. So it was really nice to meet people that have been watching us for like a really long time, which I think was really cool.
It was great. And you guys we only meet the people in the meet and greet. So like the people who get the VIP tickets. So that's like, you know, the pulse check. Otherwise, like we do interactive elements and stuff, but the people in the meet and greet, like that's who we really get to, you know, hear their stories and like, all of that. So that's always like such a treat.
It's such a treat. Like we never want to stop talking to anybody. We obviously have to keep the line moving, but we get so much information so quickly and so sweet. Like some of you guys drove from Alabama, from FSU up in like northern Florida, you know, so many places, and it really meant the world to us. Like I can't even explain it. And like when you guys like freak out or whatever, like we're also freaking out because it's so makes it so real to us. Like we see our comments, and obviously we meet people here in New York, but for you to go to the show, wait in line for a meet and greet, like that means so much to us, and it's just the coolest thing ever. Like we'll just never get over that. But yeah, the shows were so much fun. Like Brooke said, we do a lot of interactive. Honestly, we might even try to do more interactive in future shows. It's so fun
to go in the crowd or bring people up.
We never want to like get out of the crowd, but like, we have to keep going with the show. But it's so fun. We love talking to you guys, giving you the mic, like, oh, it's her birthday over here, or like, oh, she just got engaged. So many people who just got engaged, married, like.
I have a funny photo of me like making fun of.
Did you see that? Some of the photos of you're so like your faces. I mean, me too. But
my faces were
after you pointed it out, I was like, she is really expressive.
I'm so animated. Like when I laugh like my whole face just goes.
No, I love it. But you like have like Botox, so it's like this perfect line. There's like no wrinkles. It's like and I'm like, that's awesome.
A comment. I think it was your TikTok. They were like, Brooke looks so tight. Like,
did you see that one? See that? No.
It was like Brooke looks so tight. Yes, I get Botox.
Yeah, like I want it.
Yes,
like, tighten me up, bitch.
Yeah,
like
OMG, her face is so tight. Like
thank you.
That's what I go for. Like, yes, I do. Like, I mean, maybe a little more movement. I think comedians don't.
Do they not get Botox?
I've heard that they get less around the time that they know they'll be like touring and stuff because like, you know, a little bit more expression, but like I didn't really know that we'd be like crazy going after it. So it's fine. I like to be tight.
I love seeing
that's
your
another
face,
thing that's personal preference.
100%. I like it. I'm just scared of like doctor things, so I don't go.
Yeah, that's the difference between Brooke and Dani.
Yes, exactly. One thing that was really funny during the Tampa show. So obviously Tampa is where I'm from. So like people from all parts of my life were there. Like one of my old like best friends growing up was there, who I used to make YouTube videos with back in the day, Lucy, if you guys remember. We literally would make music videos together, singing videos, whatever. My friend from high school, you know, my mom's friends, whatever. I look over. I actually need to like email them and say thanks for coming. I look over to the left, like the second row. The whole administration from my high school's there. Mind you, it's a PG-13 borderline rated R show.
It is. It's definitely and it's not family friendly content.
Not. Like even obviously like with our parents there, I'm like woof, like they're just hearing
it all, yeah.
But like they're just gonna have to get used to it. But when you look over and see like the alumni committee, the admissions, like all these things, I look over. And granted, I was like the president of alumni committee in high school, and like I was very involved, and I knew these women, but like I didn't know they were coming. So could you imagine? Like I'm literally about to say the F word, and I look over, I'm making eye contact, and I'm like, whoa, I'm up. Like that was a moment for me.
You had a lot of various walks of life.
Walks of life.
Crowd. Yeah.
Yes. There. And like obviously Sydney, Hallie, and Jazz came, which was so nice. Like it was the sweetest thing.
Oh my God.
Thank you for
coming.
Thank you, Tampa.
And thank you for posting. That always makes us so happy because we see your messages, you know, after the show. Like any message is so great. I try to respond to everybody that's like, I came, like whatever. I try to respond and be like, oh my God, thanks for coming, whatever. One woman messaged us. A real compliment.
Please tell everybody. I told my family
the reviews are in.
Yes, we really
off the presses.
Need to make a graphic with like reviews, like New York Times bestseller, like
5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah, like quote the person. Yes. We need to. So what was this message? You need to tell everybody.
Surprised.
Yes.
She said, my husband. I remember who this was. She was like, my husband and I came out. Like, so nice to meet you guys. And in the car home, like we both agreed that your show was funnier than Kevin Hart's.
I mean, first of all, I think Kevin Hart's freaking hilarious. So what an honor.
I saw that show and I was like peeing my pants.
Oh yeah, you saw him.
So that was like a real compliment. I'm not gonna like sit here and be like, oh my God, we're funnier than Kevin Hart. But like,
yeah, she's probably being nice. But like, even if she said that, like she meant it a little bit, you know. And her husband too. I mean, no, it would be awesome. We'd look out and we'd see men laughing. I know. Like that's an honor, a pleasure, really.
A pleasure. There was someone in the meet and greet. This is just raise your standards, ladies. Truly.
Oh my God.
The guy who he listened, they both came in the meet and greet. He had surprised her with tickets for Valentine's Day. And the reason why he even knew about the show or anything, because she hadn't bought tickets or whatever. She was listening to the podcast, or she listens to our podcast often, but she was listening in the shower one time when we were talking about the Tampa show. So he surprised her with meet and greet tickets for Valentine's Day.
I can't. I literally looked him in the eyes and I said, you are the best man ever.
Raise your standards.
Brooke and I are both like, damn.
Yeah. Like, that is like really, really, it just goes to show that there are like people out there that are like willing to treat you that way. And that we accept such, not us, I'm not saying us, we both have fabulous boyfriends, but like in the past, I know I would accept like garbage treatment. I'm like, meanwhile, there are people who will surprise you with tickets to your favorite show.
I love a surprise. Like I literally love a surprise so much. Like that was so nice. She was like, I had a few days to plan, 'cause he gave it to her on Valentine's Day. So she had like 2 days. She was like, I went and bought a pink shirt at Target, whatever. Like
last minute, like she was like, I ordered. Oh, they went to the mall. That's what she was like. I went to the mall and got these jeans. Yeah, she was so cute. They were an adorable couple.
There were a few like men there that had done similar things, or like had driven their wife, you know, hours down, or like he waited outside for her while she got to go into the show. I mean, so many stories like that. I was like, or like husbands that were willing to take off work to make a week out of it and like go on a trip to Florida with their wife. I keep saying wife, boyfriend, whatever. There were a lot of married people. That's why I'm saying it.
A lot of wives in the crowd. Yeah,
it was so sweet. So this is just a reminder to raise your standards, because there are men out there like that who literally listen to what their girlfriend's listening to in the shower and hear the details and go online and buy tickets.
Yeah. That is so crazy. Like that is so thoughtful. That is husband material.
Husband material. I loved it. And also I had to shout out this one girl. I forget her name, but she was so sweet. I know you spoke to her during one of the interactive parts, and she had a meet and greet in Tampa. And that's when we had Rocky, who's a DJ, and she DJ'd both Tampa and Orlando. So she was playing music during the meet and greet. It was so epic. Anyways, this one girl was like, I have one question to ask you. can we dance together? And I was like, oh my God, yeah. She's like, let's wait till the beat drop. So the beat dropped and we literally danced. She was like, so this just made my day. And I was like, the fact that you just want to dance with me, it was so sweet. I remember you looked over because you didn't hear the conversation. You were like, what's going on?
Because I think like there was maybe someone else on stage too.
Yeah,
like,
you were talking to someone else. And then, it was so funny.
So fun.
It was so sweet. There's just so many sweet people out there.
Know.
And like, I would look over, like sometimes like best friends would come up. So like I would talk to one. Somewhere like you were talking to one girl about books and I was talking to her friend about something else that we had in common, the girls that had the boyfriends.
This was crazy.
Nuts. Both of their names were Jasmine.
Yeah, Jazz and Jazz. And they were like so cute. They were like definitely, if you went to the Tampa show, I feel like we kept like pointing at them and stuff because they were like hooting and hollering and being like, which is great. We love that energy, by the way. Like,
yeah, they were giving us the energy we needed. They were like right down to the left of us, wearing matching orange and pink blazers. They looked so cute. So cute.
And they said to us, they were like, we feel like we are literally you guys because it was a husband. But she was like, my husband's name is Ben. And the other girl was like, my boyfriend's name is Ryan.
That's
what are the odds? Nuts. That's kind of crazy.
I love when people share stuff like that with us because it's just so unique. Or there were other, I forget, didn't we meet at one of the shows a Brooke and a Danielle?
Yes, at Orlando. Yes. Oh my gosh, and they were great.
Yeah. There was a Brooke and a Danielle at the Tampa show. The literal second to last girls, they were so cute. They were from FSU. One of the girls' names was Daniela Marie. Like there was just all these. It was so cool. So cool. So thank you guys. I feel like that's all that we have to say on that. Yeah, like, that's all we have. I'm Publixed out. I've eaten lots of Publix by this time. We had so much Publix like backstage. We like got Publix in the green room every time because we were obsessed with like the pub subs and the chicken. I had more this weekend too when I was home. So shout out Publix for sponsoring the Gals on the Go tour.
How was the rest of your Florida trip? Because then, so after the tour, which both of our families went to, by the way, like so nice, special,
so helpful. Oh my
so
God.
helpful.
Like,
they
God
were selling the merch. We are going to get the merch up on the Fanjoy website, by the way.
Oh, that was the other thing I'd written down.
Yeah, so that will be in the next like week or two. We'll post it on Instagram, by the way.
Yeah, so basically, if you didn't get merch at the Tampa show, or if you just wanted some of your own, we have extras. We just, to be honest, we just didn't ship them from Atlanta. We didn't think they would sell out so fast, but you guys really wanted them, so we're gonna put them online. So even if you didn't go to the show and you want a tour hoodie, you can get one. Yeah, they'll be up so follow at Gals on the Go podcast on Instagram for those updates if you're like, ooh, I want them. We wore them last week. They're adorable. Yeah, we'll try to remember to put them in next week's episode, but sometimes things go faster than the podcast episode, so you got to follow us on Instagram. You do. You gotta do that. So our families were at the shows, which was so lovely. We had a phenomenal, like our families together too. It was so special to see. So special. Like, they hadn't seen each other in so long because they came to different New York shows. And our mom, like I feel like your mom has met my parents and my mom has met your parents, but I don't think the dads have met. I don't even know. So I didn't even see them interact. I was like doing 1,000 things. Meeting of the dads. Yeah, it's so funny. My dad's like this little guy, and seeing my dad talk to your parents, it was sending me. He won't listen to this podcast. My dad's really short, and it was so cute looking over, and he was talking on the Mitchie. I was like looking up. Well, he's also like just more subdued. My parents are like, "So how's it going, Fred? Yeah." You having fun? Like I know, and it makes no sense because my dad literally grew up on Long Island, but I guess he like lost it as he moved more to subdued, Florida. The Florida laid back lifestyle. Yeah, him and your mom are way more like laid back. Yeah, it's really such a contrast to see. It's perfect. We like really need it. We need all that different energy for the show. So it was really nice having them all there, and it worked out that your parents were able to come as well to both shows. My mom came to both. My dad came to the second. My mom's boyfriend came, and he had never seen any of our. He was like, "Wow, you guys, that was like real." Yeah, it was a real show. I know. I was like, yeah, my grandpa came. It was just so sweet. So nice and you're like family friends and everything. It was actually really cool too in Tampa. We had a bodyguard, which was cool. Yeah, he came security up and guard, whatever. Himself. He was like, "I'll be your bodyguard today." We were like, "Oh, I'm up." Whoa, like, did not know about this. His name was Sean. He was seriously the coolest guy ever. We were best friends by the end of the night. So great. We were like, we definitely don't need this, but we'll take it because all the other venues we could like walk on from backstage onto this, but this one we had to like walk through levels of people and. I don't know. They felt like we needed one, and it was really fun. It was another circumstance though where the bathroom wasn't in the green room, which it's not good for the nervous poops before. No, we were like, oh my gosh, we're stuck here because we like to make it this grand entrance when we come. Oh yeah, stage. It's a reveal of sorts. It's a reveal of sorts for sure. But anyways, yeah. So Brooke went on home the next morning, or to New York because you had your whole trip.
I did, which we'll get into, but I want to hear about your Florida trip
okay,
because of relaxing and
yeah, we'll do this.
Calm me down, baby.
Yeah, so I got to Florida on Tuesday, but like both of the show days, I mean, pretty much woke up, maybe had a little bit of time, but then like would start getting ready, whatever. And I was like, this weather is so nice. I know you felt the same way. And I was trying to get every ounce. So I was like, I'm going to stay through the weekend. Why not? My brother ended up flying down for the weekend, which was so sweet because he's literally going home in 2 weeks for spring break. Wow. But he was like, I want to be able to see you. And, you know, it's hard to see your brother because he's in school too. So it's just hard to like find time to see your siblings. So he came down. Ryan ended up coming for the Tampa show and then through the weekend. And it was just so needed. The weather in Florida was unreal. It was like 70 and sunny. So like you weren't too hot, weren't too cold.
That's so perfect.
It was lovely. I just felt like I got lots of vitamin D, hung out with Finley. I like don't mean this like to be like pick me energy, but not pick me energy, but like Finley genuinely likes Ryan better than me, I'm realizing, and I'm not happy about it. Like I'm really upset about it. Like Finley was so excited to see me, and then he saw Ryan, was really excited to see him, but he just follows Ryan around everywhere and like is obsessed with Ryan. Like literally when we were leaving for the airport yesterday, I feel like he was sad to say goodbye to Ryan.
Really?
I wanted to cry, but Ryan was like, no, but he doesn't see me as much. And like you had your time. Because I did have like a lot of days with him before Ryan and Freddie got there. And like he was all on my ass and like following me around. So, but it was just like, I was like, damn, why am I salty?
How can you can just tell because he gravitates more to Ryan or
yeah,
what?
Finley's like a follower. Like unlike my last dog, like he like follows us around the house. But like for example, yesterday, so Ryan like sleeps with me in my bed, but he puts all of his stuff in our guest room just so like, because my room's like whatever.
Oh, he does sleep with you in your bed.
He does sleep with me.
Is that a recent change or has that been like you guys have been?
Yeah, he always does. But I'm just because people would be confused if I was like he was in the guest room packing and I'm in my room packing. Yeah. He puts his stuff in the guest room because like there's a shower back there, whatever. And I was in my room packing and Finley went and sat with him while he packed and I was salty. So just little things.
I see.
But you know that's just me being aggressive and obsessive and it's okay. But it was so much fun.
Wait, is there a thing like male dogs like men better and women? Because I feel like
maybe
that makes sense. Because like my girl dogs like would always love like my mom more than my dad. You know?
Maybe. Finley definitely likes me better than Freddie though, so I don't know. Huh. But like, yeah, they have that energy. Like if Freddie's outside, he wants to be outside with Freddie. But like, yeah, that's maybe we have to look into that. I wrote down other little random notes. Oh, I made cowboy caviar, which just
looks really good.
Or my mom made it actually because I was running out of time. And cowboy caviar is so good. I want to like find a way to make a salad out of it or something.
Can you just put it over lettuce?
Yeah, exactly. Like Chipotle does. No, I know. I'm like, how could I do this? Like just put it over lettuce because
or
it's
like
just so
arugula
good.
Or spinach or something. Anything.
Yeah, because I just want to incorporate it into my day-to-day life. Oh, also I saw that girl made a TikTok for your meal.
Yes.
Her name's Blair.
Yeah, Blair.
She like made meals for Brooke and I on TikTok based off of things we like, which I thought was really sweet.
It was very sweet. I just have been so on the go. I haven't gotten a chance.
I think it was like while you were in Florida. Yeah, you should definitely try it though.
Next week when I'm back, because I have to go to Trader Joe's. She made it like Trader Joe's theme, which was so cute.
Everything she said, I was like, that is so thoughtful. She's like, I know Brooke likes the little pickles. Like that was really thoughtful. That was so cute.
Brooke likes a quick prepared meal.
Yeah, I thought that was really, really sweet. Sorry,
so
that was a tangent, but it made me think of that. So I was like, I should ask her what I should do with this cowboy caviar.
Oh.
And then lastly, I went to hypnotherapy. I had like heard about hypnotherapy. A lot of you guys had DM'd me that you went for health anxiety. I know I've heard of people that have gone to quit nicotine. There's all these benefits. I thought it was going to be more like literally hypnosis where there's someone with a pendulum in front of your face.
That's what I was picturing too.
Yeah, and I kind of wanted it. I was like, give me the hypno, or like you were asking about it.
Like you start barking or something.
Yeah, you're barking. And it was definitely different. So I went and I love a quick fix. I mean, who doesn't? Like I was like, I'm going to go.
Everything. Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to go to an hour appointment. I'm going to leave. Basically, I went because you guys know I have like health anxiety related to cardio workouts and specific like spin. I don't know why, or I know why, whatever, but all these things. And I was like, I need to go to hypnotherapy to basically hypnotize me to want to go back to spin class and all these things. Anyway, so I went, and the hour session I had on Friday, it was basically, I should have understood this. She had a lot to get to know about me, you know, because she used to be a therapist and now she does hypnotherapy, but it kind of is therapy. Like I'm telling her everything, she's asking me questions, you know, like in therapy. And then at the end we did like a hypnotherapy kind of to see if I was a good candidate. Basically it's yoga nidra, if you guys are familiar. It's a guided meditation, but like I was able to get really relaxed, which I'm not usually able to. Like you saw me in Atlanta. I tried to do a meditation.
Oh yeah, Danielle was like, I'm gonna do a meditation. I was like, really?
I was like, I'm gonna try.
You didn't click on your phone. I mean, you were able to like.
Yeah, but I'm just moving. Like I'll admit it. So, but that day I was able to get into a really good relaxed state. She's like, okay, you're a good candidate. Come back on Sunday and we're gonna do 2 hours. And I'm like, oh whoa, okay, like. And at that point, I was like, I need to do this now because I'll just be so mad.
Yeah, if you like it,
if I like went into it, and then I wouldn't be able to talk about it on the podcast. And I was also told to not talk about it much because it's like your own journey and like
it's kind of like therapy.
It's therapy, but I want to be open about my experience and like I just basically. So I went back on Sunday, and the first hour was like healing. So. Kind of going back into my childhood, therapists love to do this. Like,
they love.
Do you think your parents' divorce is what caused? And some people, yes, but for me, like my parents did such a good job with their divorce. Like,
yeah,
I really like. Obviously, I'm sad about it, but I don't think that that's where this all stemmed from. And so she was really trying to like get to that. But it's funny how they're always like, oh, what about your childhood? And I know it does, but like, I don't know. It's so hard for me to wrap my head around it.
I get it. So it was getting very like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was crying. Like, she was
really?
Like, yeah. She had me close my eyes. She was like, okay, open this door. Like, what age are you in? Like, what
I do not like
Yeah. It was a lot of freaking emotion. I think
that's
also why I'm extra anxious this week because I'm like, it was so much emotion to come out that I hadn't brought out in a while, and just talking about all stages of my life when I experienced my most stress and anxiety. So we did that, and then the second hour was like the healing portion. I just don't know. Like I felt lighter afterwards, but I thought I was gonna leave and be like getting on a bike. Like I'm going. Like that's what people made it seem like, and maybe it's because I was going into it being like I'm gonna be healed. But she was like, I'll do more sessions with you if you want. And I was like, oh, damn. Like, I thought it was just kind of like a one and done situation. And for some people it is. So I don't know. I feel more relaxed about it, but I don't feel like I've been hypnotized to go to a spin class tomorrow.
I see. So it would be too good to be true if it was.
It really would be. I was like, more people would be doing this. But I do know my friend's dad literally quit nicotine because of it. So I do know it works.
How many sessions?
But yeah, I feel like there's maybe more. And maybe I can give it more of a shot. It's just... I don't know. It's hard for me to like, I feel like you feel the same way. Sometimes tapping into your emotions, it's a lot. Like I had to sit in the car after and be like, okay, like I'm going home and we're having a boat day. Like I got to get back in that. Yeah. But it was good. I mean, it was good to let out emotions. I think it's really healthy to do so, but I just, So I'm not against it and it has worked for people, but it didn't do exactly what I wanted, if I'm honest.
I see. So will you do more or no? You're kind of like,
I told her I'm just going to see how I feel.
Okay. Yeah.
But I don't know. I think therapy in general, like I'm probably just going to call my therapist again and do like another therapy session, but I don't know.
What if you start doing, just because I know that people see good results with like, training their dog videos on YouTube. Not that I'm equating into that, but like,
what kind of
like
videos?
What if you like look up on YouTube, like how to do it yourself almost? Like, I don't know.
Hypnotherapy?
I don't know. Or like
maybe.
I don't
just
know.
Things
just
in
like
general.
more research. Like,
No, I mean, I've been listening to this like health anxiety podcast and stuff, and it really helps. And I hadn't listened for a while, and I was like, I need to. What I really need to do, my trainer literally offered to go to a spin class with me, and that's like the best idea. And then life just got away from me, and then it's hard to be like, today's the day. Even like, today's the day I need to go to the doctor. Today's the day I need to do this spin class. Like it's hard to make yourself do it. Yeah. It's like, I could just do it tomorrow.
And you have like you like Pilates, so you're like, oh, but I like Pilates. Like, why do I have to? That's how I feel with trying new workouts right now. I'm like, I'm comfortable with what I'm comfortable with.
I know. Yeah. It's like, but like back to your New Year's goals, I'm inspired by it, like to be uncomfortable. I'm like, oh, I need to do it, but
yeah.
So we'll see. But that's my update. I like waited to tell. I like Snapchatted you off to get hypnotized.
I got like,
and I was like, I'll let her know later.
Well, I think it's gonna be a journey.
Yeah, I'm proud of myself for going.
Yeah,
and I'm
good for you. That's getting uncomfortable.
Yeah, that was getting uncomfortable, and I'm not slandering it at all. I know it has benefits, but I think I needed to go in even more open and not like expecting a certain thing.
I get it.
So anyways, that was my Florida trip. It was so fun. I have like a little sunburn on my face and I like love it.
I see the red in a good way. Like you look glowy.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. But now I want to hear about your snowy weekend.
Yeah. Talking about getting uncomfortable.
I mean, yeah. Talk about not being relaxed. My God.
Yeah.
Like are you going to talk about?
Yeah. I'm going to tell the full story. I'm going to tell you like day by day.
I'm strapped in because I just know a little bit.
Yeah, I'll just preface with the narrator. It was not a relaxing weekend. It was not. It was another ski trip, which we'll get into like the skiing of it all. It was with Ben's friends from school, which they're lovely, by the way. I've hung out with them before, and this was like honestly the trip itself, like with them, like whenever we would get back to the house at night, like it was truly like a lovely time. Great group, like we had so much fun, so many good laughs.
The cabin looked cute.
I should have suggested this new game. I think it's called Jackbox. It's for the Switch, but it's one of those like party
like Quiplash.
Love like
those.
And one of them was like Pictionary. One of them was like fill in the blank with like a word, but like you have to like choose like put in a word. Like it was just silly fun games like that. I think it was called that. Let me confirm. But it was for Switch. It was like $20, and like you connect with your phone too, so you don't need the remote. It was great.
That's perfect.
Highly suggest.
Did you bring your Switch? Is that why you're able to do it? Oh, that's smart.
Yes. It's a good like party thing.
Yeah, it's so easy to plug into
the TV. Yeah. Okay. So first up.
Ooh, I'm ready.
I land at LaGuardia Airport.
Okay.
Yes, ready to be picked up. I was like really excited. I packed so well. I left my car with Ben. He like had my car, and he had come to my apartment that week and picked up like my skiing packing because I packed for Florida for our tour. Yeah. Which was like my checked bag and everything. Yeah. So he was prepared to come to the airport with all of my ski gear and all of that stuff. So perfect. And because it was like cold, upstate. Yeah.
So, like, two different suitcases.
Although there was some overlap though, because like the toiletries, like the hair stuff.
You got to transfer the Sony Clover bag.
It's like this is kind of annoying. There is some overlap here. But I did a pretty good job packing, I will say. Land at LaGuardia Airport. Ben texted me. He's like, I'm in the cell phone lot waiting for you. It's like, great.
Love it.
See you soon. And then he was like, what terminal? I was like, Terminal C. And then I go and check my location app, and I see he's not at LaGuardia. He's at JFK.
Oh, you have him on Find My Friends now.
I have the car.
Oh.
I have the car. I do have the car. But the location thing will change actually soon because I'll get there. Like it's going to this.
It's time that you guys share your location.
Yeah, it's time. I mean, I know everybody has opinions on like should you share your location.
It's just this in this case it was helpful.
I think if you're traveling together it's necessary. I do because I think we'll get there. So I was like here at JFK and I'm at LaGuardia. I did send you my flight information. He was like, that's totally, I mean, I completely fucked up. Like, whatever.
That's something Ryan would do. Airports, something with airports and men, like not to generalize, but there's just something.
Yeah. I think I negatively manifested that for myself though, because I was like, wow, how crazy. New York has like 3 airports in the air.
Oh, you're like thinking about it?
I was like recently thinking about this, because I was like, most other areas, like there's one. Yeah.
Yeah. And then of course
it happens to me. But it was fine. It was like 30 minutes. I got myself a Starbucks. I put on some makeup in the airport bathroom. Like,
picks me up. Yeah, it was fine. A little moment.
Yeah, get there, get in the car. We stopped at his parents' house on the way so he could pick up his skis, and then we like keep going on our drive up. I like wrote down notes because I feel like I'm not the best at storytelling. Airbnb. So we were staying in an Airbnb. They sent us directions, but we were like, Google Maps exists. Like, why are we not gonna like use the technology? Because they send like a little paragraph. I feel like every Airbnb does a little bit. Ours did.
They do. I guess in case your phone service goes out, right? Like,
like, oh, it's off. It's right off Route 6 or like whatever. Like, just
they've
something
always
general.
done. Yeah, you're right.
So we were like, no, like we'll do Google Maps, and that was fine. But there was basically no service once you get. Have you ever been somewhere where truly like no service?
I feel like that happened to us in Montauk when we were almost there. We needed. Yes, I have been places with truly no service, and it's scary. Yeah,
Montauk is like no service, but at least you're like you're near other things and whatever. When you get really upstate, this was my first time going way up, like not just like 1 hour, 2 like 6 hours.
That's how long this drive was.
Yes, I was driving all day yesterday. Like it was really far because it's like. It's the Adirondacks because there's like the Catskills that are like lower and the Adirondacks are like up.
Oh, the higher mountains.
Yes, crazy. Big mountains. They're like borderline like Canada. I've never been to Canada either. This was the furthest north I think I've ever.
You've never been to Canada?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
I know, I need to go.
We'll have to do a show there.
Yeah, I think we should. Yeah. Actually, speaking of that. Well, I guess I've been like to Maine and stuff. I don't know on a map like what's like higher where I was.
But for you, it felt high.
For me,
you were all the way up.
All the way up. And truly no service too, like to the point that like it says like SOS on the top now. Have you noticed that?
Yes, I hate that. It makes me nervous.
Yeah, it's like you're in danger mode. Yeah, I don't like manifesting. So we were like then 10 miles away from the house according to Google Maps. Okay. We're like rounding, the final turn. We get off of like they don't have highways up there, but they're like basically highways. They're like Georgia roads where like you can pass people.
Yeah.
but the speed limit's like 55. Like it's so it's because there's no one on the road. They're basically empty. We passed like a few cars.
Wow.
Ben and I drove separate. Everybody, like there was 10 people total, but like everyone drove kind of like either in couples or like 4 people to a car or whatever. And so we're like 10 miles or so from the house, and we're getting off the highway, and it was like basically turn onto this road, and like it's on that road. That's what the direction said. So it's like super easy. Boom, done. We pull onto the road, and we could tell it's not as paved as the highway, like in terms of like, because it's actively snowing and it's nighttime at this point. So that's
so scary.
Yeah. So it's like 10 p.m. actively snowing.
Okay.
Like not blizzard conditions, but like it's, it's coming down. I have a Jeep though, so I'm like, me, like I have a Jeep, like I'm like I could drive, put it in snow mode, like literally crank it up. And we go down this path that it's a little less whatever. We see some animal tracks. I was like, how cute, little animal tracks. Like, I was like, what is it? Like a deer? And Ben was like, maybe a fox. Like we were like having a little laugh about it. We're going down the road, and we keep going, and then all of a sudden we can't really clearly see because you only see from like the headlights, and there are no houses on this road. It is pitch black. There are no street lights. It is nothing, and we have no service. Oh my God. So then we hit this one part where it's like the road kind of changes. I saw what appeared to be some rocks, but it was actually, Ben was like, no, it's dirty snow. Like we're both like gaslighting each other. We're like, and then that's a strong word, but we're both convincing each other like, it's fine. We're so close to the house. Like, let's just keep going. Even though we noticeably saw that like the road changed. Yeah.
No, it's fine. This is cool, right? Like this is where it's supposed to be.
Yeah. I was like, there's no tire tracks, nothing, but I was like, no, this has to be the way. Duh. Like I bet a bunch of snow just came down from the last time someone was on this road. So we go forward, and then we feel kind of like, the shift in terrain. I was like, oh gosh, wow, that was like pretty aggressive. And then I was like, no worries, like let's just back up and get ourselves out of here. We like go to back up, and the car is not moving. Not moving at all. So then I was like, okay, well I guess we just have to keep going forward.
Oh my God.
So we
keep going.
So then we could like, it really just wouldn't move. At that point we're just stuck. But I'm like, I have a Jeep. Like it's gonna be good for the terrain.
Yeah.
Well, then we get out of the car because then we're like, all right, like let's see what's going on. Maybe we're like stuck on something, I'm like in my Birkenstocks and my like Spanx little fit, like not in like outdoorsy clothes, and the snow is coming down.
Oh my God.
And it's like up to my knees. Yeah. I was like, oh, this is quite deeper than what
So you stepped in snow up to your knees in your Birks.
Yeah. They're okay actually. They have a little bit of like water damage, but that's not the big problem.
I would have freaked out if I was knee deep in snow.
Yeah, so then it's like the type of snow too I don't know if you're familiar, like where it's like hard on the top, but then when you break it, it's like it breaks through, and like so it's like I couldn't tell if like the car was like on top of like that layer of like almost ice. Does that make sense?
Right, or like more,
or if it broke through.
Oh my God.
But no matter what, we're like, all right, the car is not moving. So then Ben was like, he's really calm. He's really good at
I'm sure I could see him being like, okay, this is what we do.
He was like, we take out the mats from the front 2 seats and we put them on the tires that are stuck to help them grip.
Wow.
I know.
Thank God he freaking knew that.
Oh, it didn't work.
Damn.
It did not work. So
it's a good idea.
Yeah, it was a good idea. And then I was like, you monitor like what wheels, like we took turns like monitoring what wheels were like whatever, and we're like, at this point you're still kind of like ha, like this is so crazy and silly that this happened. But then we were like, no, this like really, we're stuck. Like we came to like the realization we have no service. We're on this pitch black road in this car. Luckily we just fueled up. Yeah, it's actively snowing. It's 12 degrees. Yeah. So then we were like, okay, well we're gonna have to like gear up and like walk until we can find service then, because we have to leave the car.
God.
Yeah. So I put on my boots, like they're in my suitcase. I put on my jacket, like I fully geared up because I was like, like I don't know how long we'll be out here walking. And like took out my mittens from like my ski bag and stuff. Yeah.
At least you had all the things.
Luckily we had food and stuff too, so we weren't like totally panicked. Okay, but we were like, okay, like this is not a good situation to be in. No. Yeah. And we left the car and then just started walking in the pitch black like path road that we had walked on, not forward but like back, like the path that we had driven on. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So at least we knew, but there's nothing there, and we just take out our phones and we just start like trying to call people, trying to send text messages, like whatever.
SOS should be able to call 911 though, at least. I mean, I don't know if you wanted to do that.
No, I did call 911, but it wasn't work. I went through having SOS and then not even having SOS. Like it was like really nothing.
Major SOS.
Yeah. So then I just was like trying to call, walk up the road a little bit, finally get one bar, walk up the road like probably 10 minutes, like we're up the road.
Oh my God.
And then I was like, we were gonna call his friends, and I was like, we need to get out of here. Like, we need to call 911. I've never called 911 in my life. Have you?
No, never.
Yeah. I was like scared too. I feel like they teach you like only if it's in a real emergency. But I was like, this is pretty emergency.
It's the only thing, the only number you would know to call.
Yeah, because we were in the middle of nowhere. I didn't know the local police number. I couldn't look it up.
No.
I barely had service to even call them. Like, and then I called them. They were really nice. They were like, okay, we're gonna have to connect you with like state troopers, basically, because I didn't even know where the local police like was. They were like, I'm having trouble pinning you. And we're like, we don't really know where we are either. We like read them our last directions. And yeah, luckily they connected us with the state police. The state police were like, okay, like we'll be there. You know, everything's really far apart here. We'll be there. We'll try our best to be there in 20 minutes. Like we're like, okay, like we're used to New York speeds.
Yeah,
like in 4 minutes. Yeah,
literally.
And then Ben he was like, okay, but how long until like you think about 20 minutes? How long should we wait until like calling you again? Because we're gonna go wait in the warm car, but we don't have service in the car. I know. It was a fucking mess.
At least he thought to ask that.
I know. He was asking really good questions. I started to panic when we got out of the car because I was convinced. Then I remembered the animal tracks. I was like, there's fucking animals
Those
out
cute
here.
Little foxes aren't so cute anymore.
Well, then I was like, apparently bears are in hibernation right now, but I don't know. I was like, we could get eaten by a bear. Like, you know, we're in the woods. Like,
no, I would, especially coming from like warm Florida, relaxing to like this, that must have been a big jump for you mentally. Yeah. Oh my God.
And I was so overtired at this point. Like, I did not sleep the night before.
No.
Like, I was just, I don't even know how to express that. Yeah, I have a photo. So then finally, whatever, we end up getting out of the car again because it like 30 minutes had passed and we like walked up the road again. But then we finally saw the cop car. He was really, he took care of us well because he called a tow truck company for us. I guess there's these things called satellite phones. Have you ever heard of these?
No. So that's how it worked for him?
They call like in no service areas. So
nice.
We called a tow truck and like they knew where to come. The tow truck company, he literally said, he was like, it's happened before at this exact spot.
Like he's been there before.
Yeah. I was like, how is there not a sign?
Yeah.
Then when we were doing our walk, we saw one little sign. It reminded me of one of those signs at Disney, like when you're going on like Big Thunder Mountain where it's like danger, keep out. Like
yeah, like those little ones. Construction zone. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like a little warning.
It was so small. I was like, there should be a barricade on this road.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, like, does anyone even live down that road? Like,
I don't.
Did you ask?
Yes, but you can't access it that way. There's another way to access it. It's like a giant circle.
No, they need to block it off.
So anyways, we ended up getting towed. That was the first time the whole car didn't have to get towed. It just needed to get like unstuck.
A little push or pull.
Unstuck. It was costly. They were like, do you have AAA? I was like, no, I don't have AAA. Do you have AAA?
No, my parents do, but no.
Yeah, I don't have, I have car insurance. I don't have AAA. So I had to pay for that all out of pocket, I'm just so happy that we were okay. Oh, the cop even said, he was like, luckily you guys got service because a lot of times like there's not even like he was like what do you have, because a lot of times like people can't even get service, they have to spend the night. I was like, shut the heck up. Like
I would have just kept walking till I got service.
It was cold though.
Yeah, true.
I know.
It's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Like, I would keep walking.
It was pitch black. We didn't want to leave the car too much because
so you just walked down the road to the main road. Yeah, and then you were able to.
We didn't hit the main road. Like we just kept walking.
You were able to get it. Oh, thank God.
So luckily that was like my first crisis in my relationship.
I know. I woke up to those Snapchats and I was like, woof.
Because by the time we got to the house, then it was like 2 a.m. I knew that my mom would be like worried about me because she like checks my location. Yeah. And she was, I guess, following my location like that night. And when I got back to the house and finally got Wi-Fi, she was like blowing up my phone. Like, I hope you're okay. Like, I haven't heard from you. I know. I was like, oh my God. But it was both of there was no one to blame. Like, it was very much so.
Did you guys turn onto the wrong road?
That was technically the right road, but it was like a big circle. And the instructions that the Airbnb people sent, they were like, enter it from the other end of the circle and you won't get stuck.
Oh,
you know?
Yeah, that's so tough though. There's so many things to keep track of.
I know. I was like, we're just trying to get there.
Yeah.
We should have turned around when we saw the road change. That's what we should have done.
Yeah, we were I mean, that's what happened with our New Year's house too. Clara texted us like, don't turn down this road. Like, same thing. And if she hadn't texted us and if we hadn't paid, I mean, I almost didn't pay attention to it. Like, it's so true.
So true. Very scary. And then my skiing experience. So then I didn't make it skiing the next day. I paid for a 2-day ticket.
Did anyone go skiing?
Yeah, everyone did. Except
just
for
not
me.
you.
I was so tired from the Florida
shows. No, good for you
though.
to be like, you didn't get like relaxing night. You didn't get to do the cabin check-in.
We got in at like 2 or 3 a.m. No. I was like, I'm not waking up at 7 to go skiing. And it was like the day after the show. So I was like, I'll sleep. I literally slept until noon. It was so needed.
Good for you, yeah.
Very needed. But it was fine. Everybody came back. And then I did go skiing the next day. We skied at this mountain called Whiteface, which is apparently notably like, it's like a hard mountain.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
So I don't even need to get into the particulars, but I really struggled there. I've really come to the conclusion I don't like skiing. You know,
yeah.
I tried 3 times now.
That was 3 good times. You really tried.
Yeah. And I think if you grew up learning, you have such an advantage. Like
such an advantage. I'm so jealous.
Yeah, I know. I want to, so I will teach my kids how to do it from a young age because I think it's great. I just don't have fun. Like,
yeah, like if it's so much freaking work, it's not even fun. And like, why even go through all of it?
Why pay the money? Why?
No, it's so expensive.
And I'm stressed the whole time. Like, it's a high level of anxiety and stress for me because I'm like, I'm nervous I'm going to break something. I'm nervous I'm going to hurt myself. I'm nervous someone's going to fly into me. Like, I'm just nervous about all these things. I'm like, I can't relax enough to even enjoy this. Yeah. So it was.
You tried 3 times. I think that's really awesome. And maybe you'll get a kick again and want to do it, but
next season maybe. Yeah, I have a while.
3 in 1 winter is a lot for me. I mean,
most people did 2 days back to back. Luckily there were other beginners and like I was holding my own with the beginner crowd.
Yeah.
But then we like went up. They were like, we're gonna do lunch at the Mid-Mountain Lodge, so you have to ski down to it. You take a thing like 3/4 of the way up and then ski to the half. Boy. It was like I was like, all this for chicken tenders. Like, it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I don't get ski culture. I just don't.
Yeah, I like the outfits, the vibes. Yes. But for me, vacation or like a trip should be like fun and relaxing, like not stressful. And I'm still sore 2 days later.
Oh my god. Yeah, well, it's probably new muscles for you. It's so different.
My neck, my back, my
crack. I saw where you were going there.
No, literally all over my calves. Like, it is
your
just
pigtails were so cute. Your outfits were fire. Thanks. Like,
sorry, I just went on a whole tangent. But basically, does your mom or dad ever tell you like, be careful driving, like whatever? Like, do they ever say that to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like you do it to people you love. Yeah, you're like, be careful driving. Like, I learned what that means now. Like, because when you drive at night in hazardous weather conditions, when you don't have service, like, it is a really scary trip to take. And like, I just never. I feel like you think you're immune to everything when you're young and like whatever. You're like, oh my god, I'm literally invincible.
I'm malleable. I can just bounce around.
Yeah, like try to stop me. Like, no, actually, like things are scary. So I don't know. I just had a lot of like life in that moment. A lot of awakenings happened. I was like, wow, I need to be more careful. Just things like that.
But it made for a good story now.
It did. And the cabin was great. The trip was great. And now I'm back in New York and I leave in 2 days for a bachelorette trip, which
I'm so excited to see all your outfits. And like, I need some bachelorette content in my life. So I know you're not going to be vlogging because like it's her trip, everything, but please give us some Instagram stories. Like, I need the content.
Oh, I 100% will. Yeah. I'm meeting so many people for the first time. I was like, that's going to be like, that would be aggressive if I vlogged.
I don't think I would vlog on someone else's bachelorette. I feel like that's not the vibe. Unless it was like an influencer. Then sorry.
Yeah. Well, then
I'll vlog on your bachelorette.
Yeah, that's perfect. You vlog for me. I'll vlog for you.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, love that idea.
A really fair trade.
A really cute idea. But yeah, I'm unfortunately gonna need you to post some Instagram stories.
No, I will. There will be batch content. My first time in Arizona? ? Oh, we went for a layover that one time.
Yeah,
but my first real time in Arizona. And after that, I will be hibernating
like a bear.
Yes, I will be.
Brooke the bear hibernating for the winter. No more traveling. Till next month.
Till next month. I just like will need a break. This is a lot for me back to back. And it's a lot of like heavy socialization trips too. Like it's not like, oh, beach vacay, like, you know, just me and a book. Like it's like, oh, like meet all these new people, like
do a show.
Yes. Yeah.
No, all the things you did, or like do a skit, like do skiing, like it's all. I've been thinking about you because I know how you work.
Yeah, you're a lot. Brooke is not doing well.
No, Brooke is not okay. But I think you're gonna have a lot of fun this weekend.
I feel like I took over this episode. I'm sorry about that.
I talked so much before you. That's what we do. We give each other turns. No, you had a lot to say. Sometimes I have more to say.
It was scary. My mom reprimanded me this morning. She was like, you know, like, don't take journeys down long roads. Do you know that sound? Do you know that sound? Oh, it's like a TikTok sound. It's like, don't take unnecessary journeys. Like, it's like a sound. I have to play it for you.
But that's I would have probably done the same thing in that situation. Like, you listen to the maps, like you try and.
Other people said that on the trip, they were like, we hit that point too, but we like turned around because we knew the car wouldn't like fit. I was like, me and my Jeep.
Well, now you'll be so careful. You'll be like, if I see any snow, I'm turning around.
So careful. Yeah. I'm just happy that we were like, okay.
Yeah. You know? And were you like scared to drive back? Or at least it was during the day.
drive like home from upstate. Yeah. Oh no, I was like, just get me. Like at that point, I was so mentally done. I was like, please, like I just need to get home.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's on that. Cabin trips can be fun, but they could also be dangerous. So just be careful.
No, I mean ours was dangerous, and for New Year's we had injuries, we had people getting lost. Like it's a lot. It's honestly giving same energy as like packing a cooler for the beach. Maybe we've said this before, but it's a lot. Like putting on the ski stuff, like packing the car, putting the chains on your wheels. I don't know what you guys do, but like I feel like it's so funny how we as people like do all this to hopefully have a little fun.
Yeah.
But I know people definitely have, like if you're a good skier, like obviously you love it. Like if you grew up skiing, let's freaking go. But
for the rest of us, we struggle. Yeah.
No, I always get so annoyed when people are like with food, with activity stuff. Like it's like, why don't you want to do it? It's like, I don't want to do it. Like I'm 24 years old
and you have did you see that trend on TikTok, like things I'm too old for?
Yes, I love that one. Yeah, I watched a lot of those.
I feel like in your mid-20s you realize like I'm too old to do things that I don't want to do. Like simply, you know, when you're young you have to do things because your parents tell you to do them.
Totally. And you should try new things, of see course. What you like.
When you're in your mid-20s you have the autonomy to decide what you want to do.
Yeah,
you've earned it.
No, it's so true. Like, if I don't want to eat the damn pickle, don't make me eat the pickle.
You're so right. You do hate that.
I hate food pushers. Like, I try not to make it inconvenient for anyone. Just let me eat what I fucking want. Like, I can't. Let me do what I want. Let me not. I don't want to ski. Don't make me ski.
Yeah.
You know? I actually do want to try skiing.
You should try it.
But I mean, with other things, that was a bad example. I don't know.
But you could try it once. And some people pick it up right away and they're like, you know, I love it. And then like others are, you know, not so much maybe. Yeah. But I'm comparing myself to like Ben grew up doing it since he was 6.
That's tough.
Like it's hard to be like, I will never, even if I become an expert, I won't be on his level, you know? So I'm like, then I just had the realization. I was like, it's just not worth it. Like,
yeah.
And I'm not doing it. I wasn't even doing it in the beginning to like make him happy. I was doing it because he talks so positively about it. And he was like, I just have so much fun. And like, it's such a part of my upbringing.
And seeing him glow about it, talking about it. Totally.
And I was like, oh, no problem. But I guess, you know, that's the same as, you know, some people don't want to like read a book, like literally. And, you know, and some people like reading these books would be like literally pulling teeth. I'm like, then don't
read.
Worry
Listen
about
to a podcast.
It. Yes.
Like, so true. We should do an episode things I'm too old for.
Oh, that would be really good.
I'll write it down.
Yeah, we love the TikTok trends.
I know it's really fun to take these TikTok trends that are like 60-second videos and making them into an episode. I love it. I think it's fun because that's what we do. We're long form girlies at the end of the day.
We're chatty. We can't stop talking really. Some of the shows went like 2 hours. We're like, sorry.
I know.
Whoops.
Can't stop talking. I'm trying to think of a way to wrap this in a little bow. Or a big bow.
You do you.
You do you.
You do you. What are you going to do this weekend? Speaking of you do.
What am I going to do this weekend? Oh, I love like a Friday night girls dinner.
Oh, fun.
You know? Yeah, so I'm going to try. I've actually been to the restaurant. We're going to go to a fun restaurant. I'm going with some of my friends that moved here that like I haven't seen, like some younger girls from Georgia.
Oh, fun.
And hang out with Delaney because Delaney is a gal on the go. She's about to hit Delta Platinum. I'm telling you. Like she literally is traveling today. She's traveling to Nashville today. I think like Nashville again next week, Charleston maybe. There's another state in there too. Like she's
okay with it. Like she likes it.
I think this is like a lot, but I think she enjoys it because especially she works from home. But it's funny because she travels on the weekdays and sometimes we travel on the weekdays, but I've been traveling on the weekends.
Yes,
so we just like don't see each other. So we're gonna hang out this weekend and
great.
Chill. And I'm gonna watch your stories on Instagram. That's what I'm doing this weekend.
Brooke Mitchell's stories.
Yeah, my apartment needs a big clean too.
Yeah,
a big deep clean.
I need to get my shit together, but like I'm looking forward to that after this trip.
Yeah,
you know,
have all the time in the world when you get back.
When you like let the things like put the thing that
goes between your
when
lips.
you let the things build up, it actually makes it more satisfying. I find. Like when you're
that's what Clara said.
Yeah.
She was like, I like a dirtier room for me to clean all at once. So I was like, that's kind of
It honestly makes sense. Yeah, like laundry. I'm like, I have a ton of clean laundry, but like I just need to fold and put away. I'm like, might as well just do a few more loads and then do it all together.
Yeah, put on a movie.
Yeah.
And then get after it.
I love that. Okay, well, I hope you guys enjoyed. Let us know if you like these more chatty episodes or if you prefer us sticking to a theme or a topic. You could always let us know. People are like, where do I let you know? The Instagram, we post an episode graphic. You comment there. That's a great community there.
Yeah, we like to keep our community there. We've always had our YouTube comments off. We've never had them on. We just like the Instagram.
Yeah.
Like you can say whatever you want there. We'll chat there. or you'll get blocked. No, I'm kidding. You never know. But yeah, so definitely come talk to us on the Instagram. You can message Brooke or I on Instagram. We're always there to chat. And leave a 5-star review for on Spotify, Apple Music. Leave us a review. We really appreciate it.
5 stars. The gals were excellent.
The gals were excellent today. It's like I was listening to a podcast and they were talking about how, you rate your Ubers, so rate your podcast.
Oh, true.
Like at the end of your ride, you rate the Uber.
How was your experience?
Yeah.
Was the music okay? Was the temperature okay? How was the comfort of the car?
Exactly. So hopefully we provided all of that for you and more. So if you could review and rate us, it would really help us a lot because we want to be on those charts, baby. We put a lot of time into Gals on the Go. Like the last 2 years, like Gals on the Go almost takes priority sometimes with things.
Oh, but I mean, the last few weeks we definitely.
Well, especially the last few weeks. We both didn't post videos. We were focusing so much on Gals on the Go. So we love you guys endlessly. Go subscribe to us on YouTube though and Instagram because we're always posting there. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Bye guys.
Bye.